Hello traders, this is day number 93 of Small Cap Market Open Test Trading. We've taken 93 trades so far. We have 7 more to go before we complete our 100 test trades. Today we were looking at VTNR. You can see it right here on my small cap screener. And we were also at one point looking at CTT, but VTNR started to trigger our trading plan before CTT did anything. So that's the one that we were trading. And let's take a look at the chart right now, and I'll show you what happened with that one, with VTNR. So it opened up nice and strong. It put a ABCD pattern on the chart right at the beginning of the day, and then we were waiting for it to make a second new high. So this is the first high of day after breaking out through its previous high. That's what this yellow line is. And then it pulls back, and we're waiting for that second high of day. It does that over here on this white line, and then pulls back from that level. And you could see that it broke down below what I call the moment of weakness for the stock, and that is based off of the very first ABCD pattern of the day, which is right here. Or I should say, it's not always the first one of the day. It's the first part of our trading trigger. So there's a lot into it, but this is what happened today. So this is the first ABCD pattern of the day. A, B is actually over here. Here's point C. D ends up being here, but what we really care about is where is point C, because we want to see the pullback from our white line, which just ends up being wherever that second high of day is. We want to see the pullback from that white line not go below point C of the previous ABCD pattern. If it does, our trading plan considers that a weak stock, or that the stock is weak at that moment at least. And we're not to take a trade because it increases the risk of the trade not working out. And that's something that we just set as a standard when we started trading this plan way back in mid-September. And as far as how often does the trade work out after breaking down through this red line, that's not something we've been tracking, but we are going to track that once we put this thing into full position size. It just didn't really occur to me to track it. It just was a boundary of the trading plan. But you could see it wouldn't have worked out to take this entry after this moment of weakness. So today, the moment of weakness was right, at least as of right now, because our entry would have been for the break of this candle, and the 3R profit target for that entry would have been way up here at 1592, which it never did hit. So this is proving to be kind of a line of weakness for the stock as of right now, but who knows what will happen later. But the bottom line is that's the way our trading plan is written as of right now, and that's what we have to do, is follow that trading plan. So that's why we didn't take a trade. If this thing would have reversed before reaching this level, then we would have had to take a trade. But since it broke down below this level, we can't take a trade today, and it ends up being a no trade day. One of my rules is that once I determine the stock that I want to watch to look for a trade, if it doesn't work out, if something happens, especially when it gets to this point, when it gets to the point of that white line being hit, and now I'm just waiting for a pullback and reversal to trigger an entry, that's the last step in my trading plan to get triggered. If I get all the way to that point, and then instead of getting triggered to take a trade, the price drops below this moment of weakness, then I just stop trading for the day, because at that point you are more than likely going to be frustrated that you got this far with the stock, you got close to being triggered to a trade, and you weren't actually able to take the trade, and you're more likely to just kind of run to any next stock that might be triggering your entry or looks decent or whatever. So that's never a good thing. So one of my rules in the trading plan is to always stop trading when the stock that we chose to watch falls below the moment of weakness, and that's what happened here today. So we didn't take any trades, and tomorrow we'll be back again looking for trades and see what happens. So as always, go into every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.